What's up? Yeah, I know it's been a while. It's been a while. You might be wondering where I've been this past year. Alright, the DC Snyder Cult. So, if you guys don't know who the DC Snyder Cult is, I can't really imagine that you haven't. These are a bunch of guys who band together to release the Snyder Cut. Zack Snyder had to step away from Justice League over a tragic event that happened, and he never got to make the movie that he intended. Joss Whedon stepped in and made a piece of shit, and the fans went together and said, we want Zack Snyder's version of Justice League. And they cried about it, they screamed about it, they ranted about it, and then eventually, when Warner Brothers realized they can make a fuck ton of money of it, they decided to have Zack Snyder come back just to make his cut of the Justice League. It was really good. I actually really liked it. But the fans would not shut the fuck up about it. I don't think a lot of people realize is that the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League was meant to be his goodbye letter. He was officially going to step away from DC, going to start making the types of movies he's wanted to make for a long time, like Rebel Moon. But yeah, so he was officially done with DC, but the fans, they don't believe it. Okay, these cultists, they're delusioned into believing that Zack Snyder will come back if the fans demand it. But Warner Brothers wanted to reboot DC, so they decided to end the DCEU with Flash. What a fucking song that was. And they decided to bring in James Gunn to reboot the entire DC franchise movies, have him at the lead of the helm, doing his own thing. And let me tell you, people were not happy about that. The DCEU was so fucking convoluted, I had to look up a video essay to know what the story was. The DCEU was not like the MCU. The Warner Brothers kept poking their fucking fingers in it. They just kept changing shit, and it got to the point where they were pushing big events back so much, you don't really know what the story was. When Zack Snyder was around, it was supposed to be about Darkseid and all that stuff, but because Warner Brothers kind of like shoved them out of the way, it was really kind of hard to get the big picture on what they were going for. But with James Gunn coming in, rebooting everything, just wiped the whole slate clean. He made a whole timeline. He's like, guys, I got this. I'm gonna do Superman justice. I'm gonna give him a bright costume. Okay? He's gonna have two loving parents who are not gonna tell them to go kill kids. He's gonna be smiling, he's gonna be hopeful, he's gonna be optimistic, he's gonna be all that and more. Truthfully, the film has not come out yet. It's gonna come out in like 2 months. I'm filming this in May. So, I don't know how good the movie actually is going to be. But, if I could take a wild guess, it's probably going to be a lot better than whatever the fuck the DCEU Superman was. But the Snyder cultists, they are hell-bent on either getting Zack Snyder back or stopping the DCU from happening. This is why I call them the Snyder cult. Okay? These are not the Zack Snyder fans. These aren't even DC fans. They're not even Superman fans. These are guys who will not stop hopping on Zack Snyder's cock because Zack Snyder made the dark, beefy, manly man superhero movies. The Superman movies that won't shame us for watching them because they're not kiddie like those damn Marvel movies. As a matter of fact, to prove my point on how fucking crazy these people are, I just brought up a few examples. Let's go to this first one. I went to r/Snyder Cult. I don't know if you could tell by looking at me. I'm a little bit of a redder. I just really fucking hate Twitter. Anyway, this one's from r/Snyder Cut. Fire effects, super kid, but not the Man of Steel. This is the scene from the trailer where David Cornsweat Superman is shielding himself from the fire from the kaiju, while we have big macho man Superman Henry Cavill here standing at a wall of flames, looking all stoic and Superman-y. Oh my gosh, just put his stoic cock in my mouth. And then in the comments, somebody said, "Yeah, but look at this. Henry Cavill Superman is shielding himself from bullets." And then the guy who uploaded this went, Cavill wasn't scared of fire. What makes you think this is scared? This is an instinctual reaction every time. That's literally what he's doing too. And I saw this post on like Instagram, where it was the same kind of picture, but somebody in the comments went, "Yeah, but those bullets were from Batman." Who gives a fuck? I'm assuming these might be like, I don't know, 50 caliber or some shit. I don't know what kind of caliber Batman's wielding, but those look like pretty big bullets. Those still wouldn't affect Superman, no matter how fucking nerfed he is in some kind of universe. We have this crazy one right here that accuses James Gunn using AI for this fight scene. First of all, this part from the trailer is a still image, heavily brightened. Guys, I think he's using AI. He's using AI in a Superman movie. Zack Snyder would have never done that. In the comments, rightfully so, they're asking, what part do you think is AI? The post replied, his ass behind. Why are you staring at his ass? And he says, because I'm a Gunn fan, gay. You're not even gonna explain why you think it's AI. You're just gonna accuse it's AI because you hate James Gunn. I also scroll through more, and every time somebody asks, hey, what about this is AI, he'll just say either gay or the whole thing just looks weird. So he doesn't even have a real example of why it's supposedly AI. He just believes it's AI. I don't even think it's believed. He just wants to say it's AI, just bring the movie down. I just had a thought, and it's probably a hot take. Reason, they both have people that hate them. When you talk to the guy and hang out with him, he's actually the nicest person. And it shows Zack Snyder being equal to Andrew Tate. This stuff writes itself, you know? The cheap dye on the cheap costume has stained his neck. ... This is Superman, face of the superheroes. Really? This is where we're stooping to now. This is just an example on like how much these motherfuckers love to nitpick, okay? Superman would never shield his face. Superman would never scream in pain as sunlight is beaming down on him, mass healing him, his fucking broken bones and shit, going back into place. Superman wouldn't cry. Superman wouldn't scream for that. Jesus Christ, these fucking people. Look at this one right here. The new Supergirl doesn't look attractive / sexy enough. She isn't hot compared to the previous DCEU Supergirl. She is a downgrade. These people are not Superman fans. They're not even DC fans. They are the Zack Snyder cult. Real quick, I decided to take another look at the subreddit, and I found this one post where this guy is so delusional, he thinks that Christopher Nolan is gonna buy Warner Brothers and restore the Snyderverse. And I just want to say, that is fucking bonkers. I have not seen a reach like that since that one, like, robot fucking YouTuber thought that Ahsoka, like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni were gonna use Ahsoka to like reboot the Star Wars sequel trilogy, just like retcon it. Yeah, that just reminded me of that. First off, Christopher Nolan fucking hates Warner Brothers. When he was filming Tenet, he wanted Warner Brothers to promote the movie a whole lot more so that it can bring people back into theaters after COVID. And not only did Warner Brothers not do that, but while Tenet was in theaters, they put Tenet on HBO Max. So it pretty much flopped in the box office. So, yeah, Christopher Nolan's not going to buy Warner Brothers just to restore his buddy's fucking Justice League movie trilogy. And also, directors do not make as much as you think they do. Like, if Christopher Nolan had enough money to buy Warner Brothers, he would not buy Warner Brothers. He would make his own studio and then film his own movies like straight from his pocket. He would not need to pitch ideas. So yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Okay, back to the video. These are people who are so embarrassed to be superhero fans that anytime they see that their beloved Alpha Chad heroes are doing anything remotely colorful, anything comic accurate, they feel like they need to step in and just bitch. because it's not manly or cool enough or monochrome enough. I'm gonna be seeing like a kid watching these movies. You look like a kid now. Alright? Whining, bitching, moaning, trying to ruin a universe before it even got its start officially. Okay? What is the DC you have? Like, actually, Creature Commandos, okay? Now, you can count like Blue Beetle or fucking Peacemaker Season 1 or whatever. But ultimately, we just have Creature Commandos to go off of. Now, Creature Commandos is not bad. It's actually pretty good. But it's not Superman. Okay? Superman is how we get this ball rolling here. And people are so fucking upset that Zack Snyder is not back and Henry Cavill is not Superman anymore, that they feel the need to review bomb and just shut down all the fun for the rest of us. They're just killing the vibe out here, okay? You know what I realized? The Snyder Cult is quite literally a toxic ex-girlfriend. You have one half of the Snyder Cultists who want to ruin this new Superman movie because their Superman's gone. If I can't have my Superman movie, you can't have your Superman movie. If I can't have you, nobody can. So they're just gonna go review bomb it, just spread a bunch of fucking hatred, nitpick the shit out of it to try and stop it from happening, because if I don't get Man of Steel 2, you don't get this. And then the other half are the delusional ones. They think that if they stop the DCU from happening, Zack Snyder will be like, oh my gosh, the fans need me. And then come back to finish his fucking Justice League sequel or whatever the fuck. They think wholeheartedly, maybe, if I just shoot his new girlfriend in the fucking head, he'll realize how much he missed me. Fucking no, dude. Zack Snyder's fucking done. He's gone. Like, let it go. You're living in the past, okay? The war ended, buddy. You can leave your post. Go home to your family. In reality, though, these people piss me off so fucking much. Out of spite, I am actively praying to the gospel that Batman has his blue suit. James Gunn, if you're out there, please listen to me, James Gunn. James Gunn, if you're out there, put Batman in the blue and gray suit to spite these people. Better yet, give him the undies. Give him the undies, okay? I'm praying for it.